Welcome to Feeling Beings Who Think. I'm grateful that you're here and excited to tell you a little bit about my podcast. My name is Ariane Rice, and in just a few minutes, I want to give you a little bit about who I am, what this podcast is about, and a quick thank you to someone who helped me get here. So let's see, who am I? Ariane Rice. Well, first and foremost, I am a human being who believes that reflecting on what we're feeling and being with our feelings and examining all the thoughts that those feelings generate is really important work. It's important to me personally, it's important to me professionally, and it's a big part of what I do for a living in my work. I am an Episcopal priest who has a vocation of being a pastor who preaches and leads. I am also a certified Daring Way facilitator, meaning I design and facilitate groups and workshops and retreats that share, teach, and dig into the frameworks of Dr. Brené Brown and get better at working on our courage, understanding the power of vulnerability, and cultivating shame resilience skills. And also as a leadership coach. So in this podcast, well, honestly, the title kind of says it all. That's what I want to do. And I didn't just come up with that phrase myself. If you didn't already recognize it, it is from an insightful, beautiful, and what has become almost a mantra for me. It's from, guess who? Brené Brown, from her book, Daring Greatly. And here it is. We want to believe we are thinking beings who sometimes feel, but the truth is, we are feeling beings who sometimes think, and not always well. Amen. Amen to that. And that's what this podcast will explore, how we think about our feelings, and hopefully how we can get better, not better at our feelings, but better at reflecting on them, better at responding instead of reacting, because it's really important. I mean, our feelings are the beginning of everything. Our feelings are what prompt our callings. They start with questions, or they create our questions. Our desires come from our feelings, our fears, our relationships, our successes, and all our failures have a lot of feelings around them, even trivial mistakes. All of it is connected with our feelings. In all honesty, the feeling of starting this kind of podcast is exciting and terrifying. It can be a complete failure. It triggers all of that "who do you think you are" shame talk in my head. But hey, you know what? That's what happens when you try and live your way into something new, something that matters a lot to you and that you want to share with the world outside of you, because it's just that important, and you have a feeling that the world needs more of it. And that is a feeling I've had as a priest and a person and somebody who's done all this kind of work. So that's what I hope to do in conversations, in stories. I will share some of my own, and I will invite friends and colleagues to do the same. And this is where I also want to share some thanks. I want to thank my colleague and friend, Lisa Hope Tilstra. Lisa has a beautiful podcast called Make Life Less Difficult, so listen to it. I reached out to her and said, hey, I want to start a podcast. What should I do? Guess what she said? Start it, try, just go for it. So thank you, Lisa, for inspiring me, for being a supportive storyteller out there, and for also inspiring me to utilize a quote to come up with my title. Thank you, thank you, thank you. So that's it, my friends. Thanks for listening to this. I hope you will keep listening and listen to some more. And I'm just going to close by saying something, frankly, still feels a little cheesy when I say it, but I'm going to say it anyway. Please know that you, like me, are not a problem to be solved, nor is your life filled with problems to be solved. You are a child of God, and you, like me, are loved beyond measure. So love who you are right now, and love who you are becoming.